Vision Talk, man. Who the fuck we got here?
You know what I'm saying? Locked in with JMONEY3RDW, checking in from the Bahamas. I know what it is, third world business. We locked in with Playwell right now. About to chop it up real quick. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. For the people first time tapping in, let them know where you from and all that.
I'm originally from Nassau, Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? Capital of the Bahamas. Real island boy, born and raised. Moved here when I was like, I want to say 16. Went back home, came back. So we here now, making this shit happen.
So shit. What was it like growing up out there? Like, that's different.
I mean, it's like island life. Like, it's hard to appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain it all in one, but it's just like a humble way of living. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just understanding this shit from a different perspective and understanding, like, just the opportunities out here for a nigga to go get. Because it's so small, you know what I'm saying? We don't see much everywhere. Like, it ain't no big buildings. This shit, like, I ain't want to say the hood, but it's like the hood, like, it's 21 by 7, like 21 miles by 7, so that's real small, so.
The part you was in, is that like the city or is it like the country?
It's like the city, like I'm from the capital, so like we got different islands. It's like different islands everywhere and shit like that. But my island is like the capital, like that's the city. That's where everybody come. That's where everything happen, all the big concerts, shit like that. Like I'm from the city, so it's like city island boy type of shit.
Type shit. You grew up with both your parents?
Mm-hmm. Mom and dad was there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Taught a nigga how to move in this jungle. How this shit is.
Facts, you got siblings?
Yeah, I got 2 sisters, you know what I'm saying? Love them to death. I got a little brother, love him to death. So yeah, got siblings, you know what I'm saying? We locked in too.
Type shit, no, that's what's up, man. So what made y'all move to America and shit?
I mean, it ain't even really y'all, it's me.
Oh, it was just you?
Yeah, I'm really like the only one out of my whole family. Like, we just moved out here. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's just like, for me, originally, I came for like school. Like I'm young, I'm 15, so I came for like school and shit like that. But just within like going to school and then being in the city, going to Atlanta, and then just like being back and forth from home, like I just kind of like adapted what was going on. Like, cause it's similar in certain ways, but it's different like scenery wise. So just came out here, adapted what's going on, and like I just locked in on what I wanted to do. Like what my dream was, like just form my vision and was like, okay, that's what I'm about to do. I just went head first with it, came out here dolo.
Type shit. Wait, was you getting in trouble and shit out there?
Hell yeah, nigga, I probably got kicked out of every school. Every school I was in, I got kicked out. So I came over here, I got sent to military school for real.
Damn.
So like, you see what I'm saying? So I got kicked out of there too.
What the?
Yeah.
Wait, how
I
got kicked out of the military? I was just about to ask, what type of kid was you in school? Like,
I mean, nigga wasn't dumb, but I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get my work done, and then I go disrupt the class. Like, that type of shit. Like, I was always gonna handle mine, but then I fuck around, like, you see what I'm saying? Because, nigga, my shit done, so I'm young. I ain't really taking into account for what y'all got going on. My shit done, so, hey, we about to turn this shit up backwards. Like, we about to turn this shit all the way up. But hell yeah, nigga was bad. Military school getting kicked out, it was like, bro, I had done so much shit, and then I had to go like see the president, like just mischievous shit. Like, you know, military, like you gotta make your bed, or you might have to wake up for formation, or you might gotta be there. Nigga, I'm bucking. We ain't doing none of that. Like the mind frame I'm in, like at that point, we ain't doing none of that. So I goddamn, this was bucking and shit. Had to go see the president. Boom, they fucking with me because like off the sports, like you see what I'm saying? Like the coaches vouched for me. I had to go get people to vouch for me. So like a couple of teachers, you know, they fuck with you. Like you bad, but they know like a little bit of good in you, or like they see the potential like you might not see. So they was like, yeah, shawty, what I do? Went to appeal, go to class the next day, talking to somebody. I say, fuck you. The teacher was like, what? Out of my class. Nigga, I'm burnt. Back home, first plane. Next morning, nigga put my ass on that plane ride. Oh God. But shit like that just make the man, you know what I'm saying?
Shit. What you think was the cause of you like just having a problem with just authority and shit like that and rules and shit?
Nigga, at times I think about that shit, I understood. Cause like now being older, like, it's like, damn, like, you take heed to shit now, but you ain't take heed to it then, and you just think like where I would have been like if I took heed to it then. So like, now I be thinking back on it like, environment, like you see what I'm saying, the environment we grew up in, just as kids, being home on the island, like being rebellious, like, see what I'm saying, like you tell us go left, we gonna go right, cause this is what we feel like, and like, nigga just been outside from so young, cause in the islands, like you get outside from young, like, nigga ain't just hop off the porch and start finding shit out at 15, like, nah, we In the islands, we off the porch from like 9, 10, probably younger, like just riding the bike outside because we ain't got no bunch of shit to do. You only could go shoot marbles, play outside, throw rocks. So just being outside from young and seeing a lot of bad shit go on, nigga just
Yeah, no, the
influenced by this
definitely be
shit.
outside out there. I was gonna ask you, is like, for the people watching, is robbing the tourists the real thing out there? I heard about that, like the young kids out there might get caught.
This shit super real, like, and that's kind of where the music derived from, because it's that real, but it's beautiful, bro. Like, it's paradise, but like, it's just, if you outside looking in, you ain't gonna know that. You might come and like, for tourists, it's safe in certain parts. Like, you know, in Atlanta, like, it's safe in certain parts. You could go to certain parts and like, you'll be good, but like, you might catch that bad day when niggas just hungry, niggas want that, and like, it get like that. Like, it really get like that. Like, niggas will really run down broad day on tourists. Like, you Google the shit that happened. Like, we got a travel advisory out right now. Like, personally, it ain't that bad, but it do get real. Like, it get really real. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's just knowing where you at, like knowing your surroundings, shit like that.
Shit.
Yeah.
So moving out here, what would you say like was the biggest transition for you at like 16? Like,
Just like, it was a culture shock, and just like me having an accent, and like, okay, now I kind of got to break down like how I talk, but still like, you see what I'm saying? Like, stay true to like the way, like me, my roots and everything. So that was a big like culture, like damn, like you nigga don't talk like how we talk home, like you see what I'm saying? So just understanding shit like that, and just like everything, nigga, like the highways, like nigga, the food, the buildings, like everything was just a culture shock, because I ain't never really like seen it like that, you see what I'm saying, or like lived amongst it. So like, we might go to a kickback, the niggas, it's just a regular kickback at somebody's house. Like, to me, I'm in that bitch like, God damn, what the fuck? Like damn, like this how they pull up, like this how they do that. But I'm a sponge at that time, I'm just taking it in. Like, I ain't even all the way into music yet. Like, I'm listening to music, but like, I'm a sponge, I'm still taking in everything I'm seeing. Like, I done kind of form who I was from home, so now I'm just like, putting icing on the cake, like you see what I'm saying? Like putting icing, like okay, that's how you gotta go. So everything was just a culture shock. Like the shit was fire though. I ain't gonna hold you, it was fire.
Type shit. What would you say like helped you adjust, or like when you finally adjusted type shit? When would you say you finally got right with it?
What helped me adjust and just like understand is just like me being who I was home. Like even me moving here at 16, it was young, but I still like nigga knew how to move. Like a nigga had a name, so like I just kind of applied like from home, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit like the nitty gritty, like it's baseline, like damn near street level just to survive. So like just understanding like, okay, this is how you gotta survive, and then coming over here and learning how to like just implement different things, like shit I might learn from over here, see what I'm saying? Add it with some shit I learned from home, and then understand like, okay, this either the way to move or like, I ain't moving like this. And like, I feel like that helped me a lot, just me knowing myself and who I was and like who I wanted to be. Like, that helped me adapt a lot, because I ain't go for a lot of the bullshit niggas might just go for, like not knowing who they is, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was just shit like that.
So shit, okay. And you talk about music a lot. When did the music come along for you? Like when did you first get into music and get introduced to music? And
I first got introduced to music young. Like, of course, everybody introduced to music, you see what I'm saying? So I was listening to like 50, like I had my cousins playing like Ludacris, like, you know what I'm saying? You young, so you might go by your auntie house and like your cousin rocking out, and I'm just listening like young, like 6. And like, okay, I'm going home to download this. And then like, so I'm listening to like the likes of Jeezy, T.I., Luda, you see what I'm saying? And then coming out here, seeing everything that's going on, I kind of got into music when I was, I want to say like 19. Like a nigga was geeked off of Chief Keef and shit like that, like just watching Chief Keef and like, okay, this could happen. But when I say like for real, like, okay, I could kind of put my hands on this, I probably was like 19, 20. Like when I started like, okay, I'm gonna start like going to the studio and paying for this shit and like just doing what I could do to kind of create the image I wanted.
Type shit. What would you say like was your motivation behind that? Because a lot of niggas don't be putting money into their shit, you know what I'm saying, that early and shit like that.
Really? Keep it a whole buck with you, bro. The whole being was like, name me an artist from the Bahamas, a big artist from the Bahamas. Ain't nothing like, I'll tell you, Atlanta, thug, baby. So like, one of the biggest things for me was like understanding, like from being in between both of them and Atlanta being like a hub of music was like, bro, I could be a pioneer for like young niggas. Like I could show young niggas like, a different way out of this shit. Like, you see what I'm saying? Cause home, we don't see that. Like, we don't got no artists who come home and like have a show, or like got an artist who we could go on YouTube and go look at, and like a nigga literally giving you game, like telling you how to move in between the shit, showing you how to move, like giving you the look, giving you the image, like living behind the shit he's saying. Like, so it's just shit like that, like me understanding like what that can mean and the impact that can have with like the brand we got, Third World, cause like I'm from a third world country, so my brand is Third World. So it's just understanding like how I could captivate like just so much people from talking through a mic. And I feel like that's something a lot of people ain't see that I saw, and I was like, okay, I could go get this. Because being at a young age, being in between the two, I seen that was possible, so that was hard.
Coming from the Bahamas and shit, do you ever like mix some of that sound that they have with, you know what I'm saying, the sound that you got now type shit? Like,
I mean, I feel like in a natural sense, like, I slick got an accent, you see what I'm saying? I know how to rap them like on a universal level, but I slick got an accent. But as of recently, I'll more so say, I kinda been toying around with just like some island sounds, or like just a little bit different vibe to kind of incorporate like the island culture into it some more. Cause like right now, nigga just like kind of like we kicking the door down. So like understanding like what it take to kick the door down, like, yeah, I'm from the Bahamas, like that's gonna come. Like a nigga artist at the end of the day, but it's just understanding how to put all my ducks in a row to kick the door down, like right now, like what them people wanna hear, like right now, and being able to produce that like at a good level, like you see what I'm saying, at a top tier pace.
Yeah, nah, cause I ain't gonna lie, like dancehall is getting super popular right now type shit.
You see what I'm saying? Niggas like Burna Boy going crazy, like you see what I'm saying? So it's even understanding like the aspects of music like that, and understanding like, okay, like, nigga, I'm an artist, so I ain't really just boxed into one genre. So like, when I be recording and shit like by myself, or even in the studio sometimes, like, I try different shit, I just ain't put it out yet, cause, you know what I'm saying, they gotta paint the picture. Like, I can't just start with the big stroke, like, you gonna, see what I'm saying, paint it as it comes. So it's just understanding, like, shit like that is getting bigger, and like, focusing on that, like, just understanding you gotta incorporate that to kind of set yourself apart in certain aspects.
Type shit. How would you describe your sound?
I'll say like captivating but motivational. Like captivating but in a sense like you either going, like I tell my partners this all the time, like, but when I make music, you either gonna want to spend some money, get some money, or figure out how to like put some more money on top of what you got. Yeah. Like, so that's how I describe the sound, like just captivating and motivational. Like it's gonna empower you, nigga. Like you gonna feel like geeked up just off of your ability to go and do whatever you want to do. Like, so just painting that picture to niggas, like you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like whatever you want to do, you can do it, bro.
No, facts. And you dropped 2 projects last year. Talk about those.
The first one was a collab tape with my other partner from the islands, Too Foreign, Third World as well. You know what I'm saying? Started this shit from the ground up. They were business. That was one with him. That's something we kind of cooked up when I came out here. I came back from home in like 2019. So at the beginning of like 2020, I flew back at the beginning of 2020, like February of 2020, right before the pandemic. Mm-hmm. So that was something we started cooking up like from then. Like, you see what I'm saying? We just had it in the works. And we was just moving around a lot, like dropping singles, doing shows. Like that's when I kind of got like in the city and like I was doing shows. So that's something that's kind of based around all them vibes. Like just being in Atlanta and like, okay, now you getting in the mix. Now you hitting certain stages. Now you shoulder to shoulder with certain people that like, nigga, we from an island. Like, we used to see this shit through a screen. So a lot of this shit we didn't even think was possible, like in a certain sense. Like we only could see it through a screen. We couldn't drive on the highway and go to like Future Block, 21 Savage Block. This shit ain't tangible. So like us just being able to do certain shit like that, like that's how that tape came about, and just understanding what place we was in and like the sound right now. And like some of the songs are old, some of the songs current, but see what I'm saying, it paint a good picture of where we at and like the shit we incorporate into our music from just being in Atlanta, understanding what's going on, getting in the mix. That's one of them. And then my second tape was an EP, 5 songs, I want to say.
Is that the one I made the cover for?
Nah, that ain't out yet.
Oh,
that's what we about, that's what we about to drop. You see what I'm saying? That's what we about to drop. Cover hard, by the way. Cover super hard. Everybody love it. But That's my first EP, first kind of debut project I dropped. You see what I'm saying? Got a lot of great feedback from it. The name of it is Money Season Part 1. You know what I'm saying? EP. Yeah, that's just a compilation of songs. Like, I'm just letting you know what it is. Like me kind of like putting my foot in the door, and like if you want to like know who J Money is, like you listen to these songs and it'll paint you a good picture. Just like you said, like the message behind the music, the captivating vibe, and there's no features, so it's just all me. So I'm letting you like, you could build whatever and that, like you just hearing me though. It ain't nobody else, no nothing, no carry, no nothing like that. It's just me. So I feel like that's me putting myself out there and just letting people hear like what I got to say, me getting my message across. And I got a lot of great feedback from it. That motherfucker's still going crazy, out now on all platforms.
What's your favorite song off there?
I gotta say Audemars, the first song. Super hard. I just feel like that's one of them songs where like it's a stream of consciousness. Like I feel like I was just in the mic and there was a stream of consciousness. I was just in that mode, like just giving it like whole time. So that's one that resonate for real with me, because I feel like I touch on a lot of things like that I personally wanted to speak on, like not like at nobody, but just like the message I want to send across and the picture I want to paint. So Audemars definitely one of my favorite ones, probably my most favorite.
And do you write or freestyle?
No, right. Off the dome, everything. Like it's kind of like writing, but it's off the dome. You see what I'm saying? Like I punch in. See what I'm saying? I might listen to it. Okay, I don't like that and that. So, but it's off the dome though. I ain't writing nothing down, no phone or nothing like that.
Type shit.
Yeah.
And is you signed? Do you have any management or anything like that?
Nah, we got our own thing called Third World. We managed by Third World Management. You see what I'm saying? We kind of got a team around us. So it's all in-house though. So everything we do in-house, it ain't no label or major or nothing like that. Like everything we do in-house off our muscles. So we independent grinding, but making it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Making this shit happen. Ain't no excuses.
Type shit.
Yeah,
Is you looking to get signed or anything like that?
In the right situation, yeah. A nigga ain't just ready to jump at nothing. You see what I'm saying? I ain't ready to just jump for whatever nigga might throw at me. But hell yeah, if a nigga bring
can't put you in no 360.
Nah, I ain't doing that one. I may try to hit them with the 360 little backspin, you know what I'm saying? Euro step layup. But I ain't trying to, nah, kid, we ain't doing that one. No 360. Because at the end of the day, like, I just rather bet on me. You see what I'm saying? Than putting myself in a fucked up situation like that.
Facts. Wait, hold on, because I got to go back to this too. But you said you played sports. What sports you played?
Originally baseball. And then the culture shock for me was football, because I came up here to play baseball, but then, see what I'm saying, started playing baseball. The coach just was like, come to football practice. Got into football, and then football was where I kind of like got my feet, like, you see what I'm saying, like put my feet in the ground and really got like stern with everything. That's where I went, like, nigga, when I was doing good with football, I was All-American, shit like that, you see what I'm saying? So that shit went good for me once I went to football. But originally, yeah, baseball and football. I hoop too though, for sure. We hooping anywhere, any day, anytime. However a nigga wanna do it, we hooping anywhere, any weather.
So you was nice at baseball. What position you played?
I pitched and I played third. And hell yeah, nigga was nice at that shit. I played for our national team, shit like that when I was younger. Nigga was cold with that shit. So I got partners in the league and shit like that, like partners in the MLB. So
what made you stop playing football?
Nigga, I got to college and the politics got hectic. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Went to college for football?
Yeah, basically. Like, yeah. Originally, I went to JUCO. See what I'm saying? Red shirted at JUCO. Then I started playing that spring. That spring, I got an invite to like Oklahoma State. Started going there, and then it was just so much politics, like with the coaching staff. The whole coaching staff got swapped out when I was supposed to get recruited. Wide receiver coach was like, bro, we only got this much scholarships. I could, and it was just some bullshit. And at that time, like, it was at JUCO, and this like spring training, I got into it with the coach. So we jogging back to like, you know how you got a position, like you got to go with your position and shit like that. My partner's like, bro, what the hell you about to do, Bahamas? They used to call me Bahamas at school, and like, niggas ain't even know my name. Niggas just knew like, okay, that nigga from the Bahamas, so we call him Bahamas. Like, that was my name. So niggas like, Bahamas, what the hell you finna do? Like, bro, I don't know what made me say it. I was like, bro, I'm about to make music, bro. Like, fuck this shit. And like the way them niggas looked at me, like how I said it, them niggas was like, damn, like, you for real? Like, nigga, I just took off. Like, I just started recording. See what I'm saying? In the dorm room, I had linked up with this little white boy. Nigga had a little recording setup, and I just started recording with bruh. Shout out Jacob. See what I'm saying? And he was probably like one of the first like people who tell me like, bro, you hard. Like, you really could do this shit. And then like just being from back home, like the shit a nigga was into, like we was always into music, like back home, me and my partners, like we was moving around doing music, like just back in my archives and shit like that, we was moving around doing music, doing shows and shit like that. But at that point, like 2019, that's when like, okay, like, nigga, I'm gonna come to the States and do this shit. Like I'm gonna really go like big league with this shit. Like nigga, we gonna swing for the fences, what we doing? I ain't trying to hit no single or nothing, like nigga, we going for home runs. So I was like, bro, I'm about to go hit my home run.
Type shit.
Yeah.
So then from that point, from the 2019 point of you making music, what would you say was like the first song that really gained traction or like people was really receptive to?
I'd say Up Fast. Up Fast probably was the first song when niggas was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like a lot of my partners was like, bro, this song is crazy. And then I was doing showcases out here. So I'd do little showcases. I started at this club called Barnacles and I did it there. And like just the reception I got from it, niggas was like, bro, like who you signed to? Like you signed, like, and then a promoter was there and he started like throwing me shows. Whole time he thinking I'm signed. I'm like, hell nah, bro, I ain't signed. Like we just pull up. Like you see what I'm saying? And that was when I knew like, okay, this song could take me far. And then shout out Quavo, I used to do pools. See what I'm saying? I used to I had a pool job. Like, nigga, if you broke, go get a job. Y'all niggas stop sitting down doing nothing, go get you a job. I was cleaning Quavo pool, and I seen Shawty one day, like he hopped out. And I was wearing his Birkins, you know, awful lot of, he had collab with Desto Dub. Yeah. He did like awful lot of Birkin. He had the hoodie on. So I had rocked the hoodie, going to clean the pool, just nigga like, you know what I'm saying, know what's going on. He come outside. So I was like, hey bro, you got a minute? He's like, yeah, I got a minute. The video on like, I don't want to say, it's probably on YouTube. Like if you type in Quavo pool, man, like the video there, I'll fucking show you. So I showed him the video and the nigga was like, bro, what the fuck? Like it was him, Darrell, his assistant, like them niggas was all standing there and I'm showing them on my phone and he was like, nigga, what the fuck, this you? This like, where you from? It's like the Bahamas. Them niggas was like, bro, this shit crazy. So yeah, shout out Quavo. That's when I knew Up Fast was like really one of them ones. Swear to God. He's on Drink Champs. Oh God. So yeah. And that's when I knew like, okay, like nigga, like you got you one. Like that's when I knew like I got one. Like and I dropped that probably like 2 years ago, but I still promo it and everything because nigga just knowing like to have a moment like that, like this shit mean a lot. So yeah.
How did you even get him as a client? Like,
bruh, it wasn't. I ain't even know. I just kind of was like, it was a pool company. Like I was doing, we had different, you see what I'm saying, different pools we had to go to. And like one day the nigga just like, he called the nigga real name. And I was like, what the fuck? But I ain't thinking nothing of it because it's a bunch of names. So I pull up. Nigga's like, you ready to go to Quavo house? I'm like, I can't show him though. But in my head, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? What you mean? But I'm like, yeah, like, Quavo? He's like, yeah, you gotta go to Quavo house today. You gotta clean this pool. So like, nigga, the whole time I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it just happened. Like, but that's just one of them divine moments. I feel like I couldn't tell you I seen that coming or how it was gonna come about, but I feel like that was just one of them divine moments to it. Like, nigga, I was putting the work in. Like, I'm really doing my due diligence. I'm really hustling the job to do music. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like that was just one of the moments to where like you kind of see a glimpse into the future, or you kind of get that reassurance you need or some shit.
Did somebody send you that video like when it first happened? Or?
Hell yeah, nigga, I'm home chilling.
And was that like a long time from when it actually happened?
Yeah, like, bro, I probably showed them the video in June. I don't know when they did the Dream Chance video, but it was after him and Takeoff dropped the Infinity tape. You see what I'm saying? The Infinity Link tape. And like, nigga, I seen that in October. Like, so he had to speak on it. Like, it had to been way past that date, because June to October, like a minute. Like, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So he spoke on it. I guess it was just a conversation that was going on, but just for it to register, like, nigga, that's a big one. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a big one. So, nigga, just, you know what I'm saying?
And somebody sent it to you like, yo, is this what you
yeah, this nigga was like, hey, Quavo talking about you? Nigga, I'm home. I'm at home on my phone, random, like Sunday or something like that. Nigga, I'm looking on my phone. I'm like, what the fuck? Nigga, I stood up instantly. I'm like, what the fuck? And like, nigga, I just was like, I ain't know what to say. Like, nigga, I ain't even know what to say. I just was like, nigga, ain't no fucking way. Cause nigga, in the Bahamas, like, they big, like, the Migos, like, big, like, they, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, everybody know the Migos. Like, they come home, had one of the craziest concerts the island ever seen. Like, niggas will tell you this, like, one of the craziest concerts we ever seen. So, this fit to be Quavo, though, and then back home, how I told you how me and my partners running around doing music, they used to call us the Migos. Like, they used to call my partner Quavo, and they'd be like, oh, he look like Offset, just like off a nigga, like, demeanor, how a nigga put they shit on, like, you see what I'm saying, how a nigga put that shit together, because in the islands, you know how you come to Atlanta, you get that fashion sense, and you go back home with it. That shit, like, damn, like, you know, some totally different type of shit. Like, yeah, niggas ain't seeing that every day. Right. So it was just like that. And yeah, so it be in Quavo, that shit meant a lot. Like, nigga, I'm showing in the video, I'm really nervous as hell though, but I can't show it. Nigga, I go back in the truck, I just was like, this one of them moments to where like, nigga, you ain't even see it coming. But just had to take the shot though. You only gonna miss the shot you don't take. So nigga just had to take the shot.
Crazy. No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the hardest part about being like an emerging artist?
The hardest part is probably just like the everyday fight. The everyday fight of just reassuring and motivating yourself and like putting yourself in situations to where like you ain't distracted or like you ain't caught up in too much bullshit. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't talk about that. Like, the music, like, you gonna give that what you give that, but just the everyday fight to consistently like get through everything. I feel like that's one of the, like, you see what I'm saying? One of the unspoken things niggas try to not talk about. But every day this shit a fight, because every day you gotta like, I feel like every night you gotta look in the mirror and ask yourself what you did to get better today. And like, you see what I'm saying? If you can't answer that, then like, you got to take that up with yourself. So just the everyday fight of knowing you're doing something to like push forward every day. You ain't just sitting down wasting 5 hours playing the game. Like, that don't count for nothing. I mean, unless you on Twitch or something like that. Like, it count for something nowadays. But unless that's your lane, like, bro, if you just really a rapper, but you just doing shit every day that like don't kind of push your agenda, playing yourself. That's how I feel personally. You see what I'm saying? So just fighting every day and making sure a nigga on the horns and making this shit happen. I feel like that's the biggest fight.
Facts, man. Y'all both got the matching chain, man. What that mean?
Bank boys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my partner Bank. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna know what it is soon. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even gonna speak on it too much, but you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna speak on it, but Bank boys. You know what I'm saying?
Man. So let the people know what you got coming up next, man.
Got a tape on the way. You know what I'm saying? In that mode. I got one feature on it. Island Boy AG. Other artists from the island, super hard. You know what I'm saying? We got a song called Too Real on there. One of them vibe songs, but a nigga really like gave it in a real island sense. You know what I'm saying? Like speaking on what actually going day to day. So yeah, I got In That Mode coming, one feature. I wanna say about 7, 8 songs. You know what I'm saying? Whole different vibes, but a nigga giving it all the way. I feel like this shit gonna do wonderful, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And then we coming back probably like a month later. Just staying consistent with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where nigga at, just giving the sound, staying consistent with it, cause they gotta record every day.
Type shit.
Every day.
When can they expect the In That Mode?
In That Mode, end of February. February got 28 days. I'll see the 25th. You locking in for the 25th. You know what I'm saying?
So soon.
That's what it is.
Tight shit, man. Let the people know where they can find you and shit too.
Y'all can find me on Instagram, 3MONEYSZN. You know what I'm saying? JMONEY3RDW on YouTube, JMONEY3RDW. You can find all my videos, all my music, all platforms. JMONEY3RDW again, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. However you want to get it, you can go find it. So that's how y'all can find me. I got this shit coming for y'all. This shit gonna be forever hot. We ain't letting up. You know what I'm saying? That's how we doing it.
Man. Vision Talk.
Yeah, yeah.
JMONEY Third World, man. Appreciate
Checking
you
out.
pulling up, man. We out this motherfucker.
Let's go. Yeah, I just got back in that mode. See how I came up, I got him like, whoa. Give me the green light, I'm making them go. Bet on myself and I took me a chance. Came from the island, peep how I advanced. Niggas, they wanna see how